What's going on today, YouTube? It's your boy Burke back again. We're doing a recap video of my weekend classic after the first game, which I uploaded a couple days ago. We took a hard-fought loss in that one, so now I'm going to recap games 2 through 6 in this video for you today. So here we go. Game 1 of the video, which would be Game 2 of the weekend classic, we have Corbin Burnes on the mound facing Jacob deGrom. Picking it up here in the top of the third with Salvy Perez. And he gets a hold of one just like he did in Game 1. And he hits it to the opposite field, and we're up 1-0 on Jacob deGrom. Staying in the bottom of the third, Bobby Witt up. And he's going to hit one right over the second baseman's head for a single. Bobby Witt's going to steal second here on the throw. Gets in there safely. Jump ahead to 1 and 2. And Cody B slaps one down the line and left. And that's going to get by the defender. And Cody B is going to get all the way to third with an RBI triple. Making it up 2-0 to the good guys. See if we can get Cody B in here. Grounded to the second base, and Mickey Cabs grounds out, and we end the third. Good inning there from the boys that time around. Jumping to the bottom half of the third. deGrom misses, that's Burnes. Try to bear it out here. And we get Posada swinging over the top of that one to end the third for the bottom half. Rice, Singleton, Beltran due up in the top half of the fourth row. We're going to pick up Singleton, who's going to get one into the gap for a single. Beltran up with a 1-0 count. He's going to slap one over the shortstop. Singleton's going to go first to third on the Beltran single. Beltran would try to do a little hit and run there. Beltran got a good jump, but Salvy couldn't put it in play for him. But then Salvy hits one back up the middle for an RBI single. And now we're up 3-0. Jay rolls up now. And he's going to hit one to the third baseman. They're going to go around the horn. Or so I thought. J-Roll with the speed beats it out. And we're going to steal second here. No throw. Jackie, see if we can get him in here. And the shortstop ranges over and makes the play. That's all we get. Jumping to the bottom of the fourth with Tulowitzki up. And I shouldn't have put that cutter there. Tulo dispenses it into the batter's eye, 445 to make it 3-1. Pujols diving play by Jackie, but Ben Rice couldn't get a good enough stretch there. Tried to get in there. And then J-Ram's going to hit a one-chopper to Ben Rice to make the play. Bobby Witt up here. We're going to do a nice little drag bunt for a base hit there, or push bunt. Cody B up again. Hey! Bobby Witt steals the bag there. And then Cody B does it again. Getting another RBI. He's got a triple and a home run in this game, making it 5-1. See if Mickey Cab's going to have on. Swings through the sinker. If you want to challenge me up and in with the heater, I'll probably swing through it 10 times out of 10. Frozen on that heater. Then his Cody B hits one through the left side for a single. Bringing up Mickey Mantle. And I get him to ground into a double play here to end the fifth. Pick it up in the bottom of the 7th now. His Juan Soto hits one in front of Beltran out in center. And then Pujols is going to fly out to right, forcing Soto to go back. And then a perfect dot to J-Ram. And then Beltran's going to chase this one down, and it's going to be a scoreless 7th. Now we're picking it up in the 9th. Try to go the distance with Burns. Tulo hits one hard back up the middle, and that's going to do it for Burns. We're going to bring in Raleigh Fingers here. Hopefully to shut down the 9th. Gets a fly ball to Beltran for the first out. And he's going to, Pujols slaps one to right, but Singleton's going to chase it down. And then J-Ram's going to roll one over to Jackie to finish the game. We win this one 5-1. Our rating after the first game goes up to 648. Hopefully we can build on in the next one. And this one, Game 3 of the Weekend Classic, is not good. There's a saying, sometimes you're the hammer and sometimes you're the nail. And this time we were definitely the nail. As you see, he gets 2 home runs here. And then another one. It was 3-2 at this point. Top of the 7th here. Garrett Crochet pitching for us. And he just was hitting the ball all over the park against me. It was not good. It gets really bad here in the 9th. Or the 8th. We're going to pick up into the 8th first. De La Cruz hits another home run. I believe that's his 2nd of the game. And as you see, yeah, he explodes for 6 in the 9th, and we lost big there. All right, picking it up in Game 4 on the mound. And we start. Bobby ambushes a first pitch strike. Promptly steals 2nd here. Even on the pitch out, Bobby gets there. And then Cody B, staying hot, gets an RBI double here, replaces Witt at second base to give us a 1-0 lead early. Jumping a little ahead, 2 outs now, and Ellie gets one and smokes it into the right center field. Out of here, just to the left of the Toyota Tundra territory out there in right center. Making it 3-0. Picking it up here in the top of the 3rd with Judge up. And he drives one into left center. And it clears into the bullpen. We are up 4-0. Notice I haven't shown much of their highlights or my highlights on defense because there hasn't been much happening on defense. Jackie hits one all the way to the wall. We're going to send the runner, and Jackie's going to get an RBI triple here, making it 5-0 in the 4th. Picking it up in the bottom of the 6th. Cam is throwing a masterful piece. Cody B makes a tumbling catch out there and left. JT puts a ride in this one, but Bellinger is going to chase this one down back against the wall. Judge up. And he's going to ground out to short for a 1-2-3 inning. So far, Cam has been perfect through 6 1/3. Trying to see if we can get a little magic here in Game 3 of Game 4 of our Weekend Classic. Hits one. Bautista hits one to left. Bellinger chases it down. And we're going to get Vladdy Guerrero to fly out to left in foul territory. We don't do much offensively the rest of the game, so we're just going to focus to see if I can complete the perfect game. No walks, no hit batters. And Beltran, I think that's Mantle out there that time. He's going to chase it down. Lindor, as the fan said, Mr. Smile. Never heard anybody call him that. Bellinger chases that one down and left. Mickey cabs up. And he's going to fly out to right. We are 3 outs away from a perfect game. Jackie to see if he's the first one to spoil it for him. He flies out to first base in foul territory. We are 2 outs away from a perfect game. We're going to Muto up. And he's going to fly out. We are 1 out away from a perfect game in a weekend classic ranked game. Judge is the only person standing between that and greatness. And he deposits one into the bullpen. No hitter gone. Perfect game gone. Shutout gone. 1 swing of the bat. 26 perfect outs. And then Judge ruins it. And then we get Buxton to roll over. Get him out. So we face 28 batters. Only giving up the 1 run to Judge to win game 4. And now our rating after that loss goes back up to 644. And we are 2-2. Looking to go 3-2 here. And we got Skubal on the mound versus Josh Donaldson. And we're going to everybody's favorite ballpark in the world, the Triples Planet, whatever you want to call it, the Polo Grounds. We're going to pick this one up in the bottom of the second. He's got runners on first and second. And we get the strikeout. First sign of threat for Skubal here. Emerson. Ball gets away from Posada. So that moves runners up to second and third. And now chaos ensues here, I believe. And we get him to Emerson to swing on that one. And we're going to try to bear down a fastball. We get him swinging there. Chandler Simpson up now, the speedy Simpson. And Posada pops out of the crouch, makes a sliding catch to end the second inning. Brings us up in our half of the fourth. And Bellinger, he just stays hot. Hits one to left for a single. This brings up Mr. Kurtz. And we're going to do a little drag bunt to kind of do a sacrifice. And Kurtz almost beats it out, bringing up Ellie. And Ellie hits one into the right center field gap. It's got a chance for inside the Parker, except it one hops off the mound and goes into the stands. And that's all we get. Picking it up in the bottom of the fifth, Emerson gets a bloop single. Simpson's going to bunt for a base hit here because we couldn't get it out there. And Arise is going to sacrifice squeeze. So I thought this ball might have had a chance to go foul, but for some reason, Bobby Witt did not want to pick up the ball, and that allows his runner to score. Like, no wherewithal just to pick up the ball. He's going to fly out to center, but it's not deep enough to tag. So we got 2 outs now with second and third. And McGee's going to bunt, and I'm going to flip it home because that was the easy play there, and we are tied after 5. crazy inning. He had 5 hits, and the average exit velo that inning was 50. Picking it up into the 9th, Judge deposit one, a wall scraper, a Polo Grounds bomb to make it 2-1. And now we're going to jump ahead. Mason Miller getting the final out of the game. We jump up to 679 our rating after that 2-1 win. And the final game of our weekend classic, it goes to The Miz. Michael King on the mound for him. I swing through the first one. Cody B then hits it to the only person on the left side of the infield with the second out. And Judge is going to swing through a sinker. Ellie's going to double down the line here. Get it in quickly. Bring it up Jordan. And he's going to slap one to first. PFP. And then Angel or Angel Martinez is going to be the bane of my existence in this game. He deposits a home run, a Coors bomb in the left field. And then Vladdy Jr. flies out the left. And then J Ram's going to strike out. Kurtz in the top half, is going to ground out. Ellie grounds out to third. Next batter. Bobby Witt, any threat here in the third. Bobby Witt strikes out, but then Cody B stays hot. We're going to try and score the runner from second, and he is out by a mile. Keeping the score at 2-0. Ellie's going to slap one into the left center field gap for a double in the bottom half. And then Jordan's going to go Oppo to give him a 4-0 lead. This is starting to look a lot like the second game of the video, third game of the World Classic, Weekend Classic, words. But Judge in the top half of the fourth hits a perfect off the wall. He's going to get a double out of it. And then Kurtz is going to hit a ground ball to first to advance Judge to third. Bringing up Ellie to see if we can get him in. And then he dots a sinker. And then a check swing. Probably didn't go. Mano. So Judge gets stranded after a leadoff double. Martinez gets his third RBI of the game on this sac fly. Not even close. Luckily, he didn't go to second, and that's all they get. Jumping ahead to the 7th, Mantl's going to slap one into the left center field gap for a double. Just realized that we're playing a World Series caliber player in this game. Posada slaps one down the line. That's going to score Mantle. And Posada's going to get to second because he did a pump throw. See if we can get the trains rolling here. We did not. Posada gets stranded there. And then they get a hit and run. Perfect executed hit and run from Juan Soto to make it 6-1. Now we jump ahead to the top of the 9th. Mantle slaps one to left for a single. Posada gets one through the right side for another single. We're stacking base runners. Posada almost gets back picked, but luckily he was able to make it back. J-Roll bloops one to left. That's going to be a sac fly. So we make it 6-2 with one out. Jackie slaps one up the middle for a base hit. So trying to keep the train rolling here. Bobby Witt up. It does the same thing that Jackie did. That was weird. And Posada's going to score from second. We get in there with Bobby Witt. So Cody B up. He hits one perfect into the gap. He's going to get another 2 RBI double, as he has been probably the MVP of the Weekend Classic run through all 6 games. Bringing up Judge. He's going to fly out to center. 2 outs, runner on second. Can we capitalize? Kurtz is going to inside out one right to the third baseman, and we end up losing. The comeback comes just short, and we end up losing that one 6-5, and we end up going down to 642 for the rating. All in all, it wasn't a bad Weekend Classic, finishing 3-3. We were just shy of getting that Mike Trout reward at 4 wins. So it's all right. All in all, had a good time. Hopefully this season we're going to grind for World Series, and hopefully we'll be posting videos along that journey. So until next time, peace.